Hey guys, welcome to Tabletop Baseball. I'm Earl Shamblin, your host, and today I'm going to be playing the 1999 Arizona Diamondbacks at the 1993 San Francisco Giants. I'm going to be using Apba's Master Game. Now, if you saw my review overview on the Apba Master Game, you know it wasn't real flattering, but I believe in second chances. It's been sitting on my shelf, and I figure, might as well try to get to know the game a little better. I've only played it literally probably 4 times. And so I'll probably make a few mistakes. If I do, let me know about it. I don't mind. So I'm going to give it a go again. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. For the Diamondbacks, it's Womack, Bell, Gonzalez, Williams, Lee, Finley, Fox, Miller, and Johnson, as in Randy Johnson on the mound. Now, when I picked these two teams out, I wasn't thinking that Matt Williams plays for both teams. And so it is what it is. I'm not going to change it. I'm going to leave him in there for both teams. For the Giants, it's Lewis, McGee, Clark, Bonds, Williams, Matt Williams again, Thompson, Manwaring, Clayton, and Billy Swift on the mound. So we're ready to get things going. Tony Womack will step in against Billy Swift to lead it off. Now, I'm not going to explain anything. I'm going to try to get everything on camera as best I can. I'm not going to explain the game. I'm just going to play it. So if you want to know a little bit more about the game, you might check out my overview of the game, which I'll have a link posted a little bit later in the video. Here we go. Womack, a 14 is a 30. And a 30 is a fly out to left field all the way across the board, so I'm not going to check out the fielding, which column to use, since it's an out all the way across. K would be a strikeout, but Billy Swift does not have a K. 43 is a 29 for Jay Bell. 29 is a X is a strikeout. He does not have an X. It's a pitcher to first. 1-3 for Jay Bell. Brings up Luis Gonzalez. A 61 is a 12. And a 12 is a ground out to first. 3 unassisted. So 3 up, 3 down go the Diamondbacks. We move to the bottom of the first. And Darren Lewis to lead it off. A 12 is a 25. 25 is a ground out. X is a strikeout, but Randy Johnson does not have an X. It's a 4-3 for Lewis. Brings up Willie McGee, a 34, 31. They fly out to center field. I don't know why we need to check the fielding column if it's a fly out to center field all the way across. But Will Clark, a 24, and that is a strikeout. So 3 up, 3 down go the Giants. Here's old Matt Williams. 51 is an 8. Matt Williams versus a left or right-hander. Billy Swift is right. He's a -4, so that's going to make Billy Swift an 18. And it's an 8. And 18 and an 8 is a 31. So it's a fly out to center field. For Matt Williams. Brings up Travis Lee. 43 is a 29. And a 29 is a ground out pitcher to first. 1-3. Steve Finley, 62, is a strikeout. 3 up, 3 down. Again, bottom of 2, Barry Bonds to lead it off, a 46, and he strikes out. Randy Johnson, the big unit, getting him. Here's Matt Williams, the Matt Williams, a 32. It's a 26. 26 is a ground out to second. Brings up Bobby Thompson, or Robbie Thompson, a 55, is an 8. Versus a left-hander, he's better. He's a +3. So that's going to drop Johnson down to a 14. 14 and an 8. Still going to be a 32. That's a flyout. Actually, K is a strikeout. And Randy Johnson has a K. So it's a strikeout all the way across the board. And 3 up, 3 down. We move to the top of the third. 0-0. Andy Fox, 14, is a 30. They fly out to the left. One away. Damian Miller, the catcher, 45, is a walk. And that brings up the pitcher, Randy Johnson. Going to hit away. 14 is a 30. Runner on first. It is a fly out to left. All the way across the board. It's a pretty short fly. The valuation number is 20. Anywhere from 21 to 22 or 23. So he will stay put. He's a catcher anyway. Brings up Tony Womack, 2 down. 21 is a 30. And again, a fly out to the left will end the inning. Move to the bottom of the third. The catcher, Manwaring, 44 is a 7. Now against the lefties, +3. That's going to drop Johnson down to a 14. Makes him a 7 with a result of 7, a 14. And a result of 7 is a single. And it will be a single for Manwaring. First hit of the game. Brings up Royce Clayton. Clayton will hit away. A 22 is a 7. He's a -5 versus lefties. That's going to make Johnson a 22. A 7. Or 22 and then 7 is a 28. And a 28. We're going to need to check the shortstop. Shortstop is Andy Fox. He's a 7. And I printed off the fielding column finder chart to make it a little quicker instead of flipping back and forth. And it's a 52. And it was a shortstop. Shortstop is a 7, and a 52 is going to be fielding 3. So we're looking at fielding 3. He's out at first, runner to second. That's right. Can't quite get it on there. It's right there. Out of first, runner to second. (6-3). And that's going to bring up the pitcher, Billy Swift, with a man on second. Facing Randy Johnson, a 32. 32 is a 26. 26. Check the second baseman. And it's a 53. Second baseman, first of all, is Jay Bell. He's a 6. 6 and a 53. It's going to be fielding 3. So he's out at first. My bad. Runner on second now. 26. Out of first, runner to third. with 2 outs is a fly out to center field. Actually, if you read all the way to the end, it's K is a strikeout, and Randy Johnson has a K. So 2 down, man on second, Darren Lewis, a 21 is a 30. And that's going to be a fly out to left all the way across. Nothing for the Giants. Top of 4, Jay Bell, 62, and he strikes out. Brings up Louis Gonzalez. Gonzo, 16 is a 28. 28 is a ground out to short. Matt Williams, 35 is a 9. Against righties, he's a -4. That's going to make Billy Swift an 18. We're looking at a 9 here. An 18 and a 9 is a 28. So it's a ground out to short. 6-3. And that will do it for the Diamondbacks. We move to the bottom of the 4th, 0-0 still. Willie McGee, 41 is a 24. 24 is a ground out to short. Actually, K is a strikeout. And Randy Johnson has a K. Another strikeout. Will Clark, 14 is a 30. And a 30 is a flat. K is a strikeout. Back-to-back Ks for Randy Johnson. Brings up the left-hander Barry Bonds. And a 61 is a 40. It's going to be the RP board. We'll flip to the RP board. And it was a 40. So we'll look under column 40 and roll the dice of 31. 31 is a 28. So we'll look at 28 on the bases empty RP board. And it is a ball. So a lot of checking there for a ball. And we'll go back to the bases empty chart. 21 is a 30. And K is a strikeout. So Randy Johnson strikes out the side in the 4th. Move to the top of the 5th. Travis Lee, 44 is an 8 versus a right-hander, no change. So he's a 14. 14 and an 8 is a 30. 30 is a fly out to left. K would be a strikeout, but Billy Swift does not have a K. He's not that good. 45 is a 14 for Finley, and that's a walk. Brings up Andy Fox. 56 is a 34. The runner on first. A 34 is a, we're going to check the shortstop, see which fielding column to look in. Shortstop is Andy Fox. He's a 7. And a 34, that will probably be, that is in fielding 3. So it's a pop out, actually Y is a strikeout. Billy Swift has a Y. So it will be a strikeout for Billy Swift. 2 down, man on first, Damian Miller. A 36 is a 33. 33, and we'll need to check the third baseman, Matt Williams. He's a 5. 51 and a 5. It's going to be probably, that's fielding, it is fielding 1. So fielding 1 is a pop fly out to third base. P5. And that will do it in the 5th for the Diamondbacks. Bottom of 5. And the man that just made the out, Matt Williams, 63. 32. 32. The fly out to center field. One away, Robbie Thompson, 63. Is a 31, and that's a fly out to center field. Brings up Kurt Manwaring, 2 down. 44 is a 7. Versus lefties, he's a +3. That's going to make him a 14. A 14 and a 7 is no change, so there will be a single. And Kurt Manwaring is 2 for 2, as he has Randy Johnson's number. But there's 2 away with Manwaring at first, and a 14 is a 30. A 30 is going to be a fly out to left all the way across the board. No need to check which column to look in. And that will do it. We'll move to the top of the 6th. And Randy Johnson will lead it off. 32 is a 26. And a 26 is a ground out to second. 4-3. So one away brings up Tony Womack. 42 is a 40. 40 is going to be the RP board. And it was a 40. So roll 51 and a 40. Column 40, 51 is a 9. So we look at 9. Right fielder. Right fielder is Willie McGee. He's a 2. And it's a 21. 21 will be fielding 1. So fielding 1, he is out at first. Out of first, right fielder to first base. F batter, single to right. And out taking long turn. He is an F batter, so it's a single. But then he gets thrown out by taking too long of a turn as the right fielder throws him out. So it's a single. And then a 9-3 put out. Okay. Interesting. So 2 away, nobody on for Jay Bell. 56 is a 34. And a 34 is, Y is going to be a strikeout. Billy Swift has a Y. So a strikeout for Billy Swift. We'll move to the bottom of the 6th. And Billy Swift will lead it off with a 66. And that's a 0. And an 11. And a 6. He's a +5. So that makes Randy Johnson a 12. And a 6. And a 12. There's an M there, but Randy Johnson does not have an M. So no change there. It is a double for the pitcher, Billy Swift. Imagine that. Brings up the top of the order. Darren Lewis, 41, is a 28 with a runner on second. And a 28 We're going to check the shortstop, Andy Fox. He is a 7 and a 45. 7 and a 45 is going to be fielding 3. Out of first, runner to third. So it's a 6-3. Slow roller apparently, and Billy Swift will move to third base. Brings up Willie McGee with a man on third. Here's a scoring opportunity. Big time 54 is a 32. A man on third. Is he going to be able to tag up? Right field check. Right fielder Tony Womack and a 12. That's going to be fielding 1. Let me make sure of that. Yeah, fielding 1. So it's a fly out to right field. Fly out to right field. We need to roll 1 dice, see which valuation number it is. Because we're looking at 3 numbers here. 47, 51, or 56, and it's a 3. So that's going to be the middle number. 51. And Billy Swift is, let's see how swift Billy Swift is. A 16. And Tony Womack, his arm is a 33. So that's going to be a 17. 17 minus 51 is what? 34. 34. So he needs to roll say 34, which is, yeah, I mean that's almost a guaranteed sacrifice. 36 would have been guaranteed, so it is a good sack fly by Willie McGee. RBI, scores Billy Swift, and it's 1-0 Giants. But 2 away, bases empty, 36, 33. And 33 is a ground out to second. Unless he has a Y, it is a strikeout, and he does. And Will Clark goes down swinging for the 3rd time today. Top of 7. 1-0 Giants. 34. 31 for Gonzo is a fly out to center. We got Matt Williams. 51 is an 8. Versus a right-hander. He's -4. So that's going to make Billy Swift an 18. An 18 and an 8. It's going to be a 31, which is a fly out to center field. Back-to-back flyouts to the center fielder, Lewis. Brings up Travis Lee at 21. Is a 32. And a 32 is a fly out to right. Or line out to right. Whichever one you want to call it. That'll do it for the Diamondbacks, bottom of 7. Barry Bonds to lead it off, and it's a 40. Going to be the RP board again. And we'll look at number 40 and a 24. Column 40, 24 is a 29. Which is a strike. So strike 1 for Barry Bonds as he gets a reroll. 35 is a 9, and he is -5. It's going to make Randy Johnson a 22 and a 9. 22 and a 9 is a 26. Is a ground out to second. So one away, Matt Williams. 36, 33 is a Y is a strikeout. Robbie Thompson. 41 is a 28. 28 is a K is a strikeout. Randy Johnson has a K. Top of the 8th, Steve Finley. 16 is a 28, which is a ground out to short. Billy Swift does not have a K. Andy Fox, 24, will be a strikeout. Damian Miller, a 6. Versus a right-hander, he is -6. And Billy Swift is a 14, so it's going to be a 20. And a result of 6. 20. And a result of 6 is no change, so it will be a double for Damian Miller. And that might be, it's her second hit. Tony Womack got a hit. So 2 down and a man on second, and Randy Johnson the batter. Man, you hate to take him out, but you really need to try to get a base hit here. So the Diamondbacks will go to the bench for a pinch hitter timeout. Pinch hitting will be Erubiel Durazo. For the pitcher, Randy Johnson, man on second, 2 down. And 11 is a 1. And that is, let's see, versus a righty. He's -1, so it's going to make him a 15. And 15, oh, 15 has an H there, but there is, Billy Swift does not have an H. So there is no change there. That is a home run. Erubiel Durazo with a pinch hit, 2-run homer. Good call by the manager. 2-run shot for Durazo gives the Diamondbacks a 2-1 lead. And we go to the top of the order. Tony Womack, 32, 26. And it's a ground out to second for Womack. And move to the bottom of the 8th. Now 2-1 Diamondbacks. And I put a 0 there, because I don't know why. 2-1 Diamondbacks. Curtin Manwaring at 16 is a 28. 28, K is a strikeout. New pitcher, forgot to tell you. Greg Swindell is the new pitcher. So 28 is a ground out to short. Manwaring is retired for the first time today. Royce Clayton, a 53, is an 18. And that is an error on the shortstop. Just flat out an error on the shortstop. So we have a man on and 1 out. There's going to be a pinch hitter for Billy Swift. Timeout. Pitch hitting for Billy Swift is Todd Benzinger. Man on first, 31's a 9. And versus a right-hander, or left-hander, Greg Swindell is a lefty. He is plus 16 versus lefties. And Swindell's rating is a 16. So that will drop him down to a 0. And the roll was a 9. I guess you probably can't go to a 0. So that's going to be a single, infield single for Benzinger, as both pinch hitters have come in and gotten hits. We have first and second now, top of the order, 1 out. Darren Lewis, 14 is a 30. And a 30, we got to check the left fielder. Gonzalez, he's a 2. That's a 23. That's going to be fielding 1. He flies out to left. It is a fly out to left, and Clayton is on second. And the numbers are 21, 25, and 29 for the valuation number. He will stay put. Too low. So 2 away. It's a risk. I mean, he's already in scoring position anyway. Why risk it? So first and second, 2 down. Willie McGee, 54 is a 32. And it is a fly out to right field. All the way across the board. So the Giants cannot capitalize, and they bring in a new pitcher, Kevin Rogers. He will face Jay Bell to lead things off in the 9th. 63 is a 31. It's going to be a fly out to center field. Luis Gonzalez, a 15 is a 10 versus a lefty. He's minus 3. That's going to make Rogers an 18. That's a 10. An 18 and a 10 is no change, so that will be a single for Gonzalez. So 1 on, 1 out. Matt Williams, 42. And Matt Williams strikes out. So 2 down, 45, 14. It's going to be a walk. As Travis Lee gets the base on balls. Brings up Steve Finley, first and second with 2 down. 56, 34. It's going to be an out. It is a infield fly. Pops out to third. That'll end it in the 9th for the Diamondbacks. We'll move to the bottom of the 9th, and a new pitcher for the Diamondbacks will be the closer, Matt Manti. Matt Manti will come on to try to close it out for the Diamondbacks, leading 2-1. We've got Will Clark. And a 15 is an 8. Manti's a righty, he's +2. So that's going to make Manti a 14. And an 8. 14 and an 8 is a 30. So fly out to the left. Actually, Manti has a K. So K is a strikeout. Will Clark just having an awful day. 4 strikeouts. Brings up Barry Bonds. He could tie it up, but he's not going to. It's 16 is a 28. And a 28 is a K, is a strikeout. Manti has a K. Manti coming in, throwing flames, 65-35. W is a base on balls, and Manti has a W, so his wildness shows up a little bit there. Robbie Thompson, a 16, a 28, runner on first, and that is going to do it. Let's check the fielding column here. Shortstop is Andy Fox. He's a 7 and a 52. That's going to be probably fielding 3. Out at first, runner to second. So he does ground out to short. That will end the game. And the Diamondbacks come back off the 2-run pinch hit home run by Rubio Durazo to win it 2-1. We'll look at some totals here in just a minute. We're looking at the totals. The 99 Diamondbacks, 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error. The 93 Giants, 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors. 4 hits apiece. Not much going on. Good pitching. Durazo, obviously, the 2-run homer to win it. That's all they needed. Randy Johnson, 10 strikeouts, no walks. But Swindell gets the win. Manti with the save. And for the Giants, Swift, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks. A 1 home run to Durazo. 2 for 3 for Manwaring. So that is going to do it. That's Apba, the master game. Wasn't real difficult. The pitching made it pretty simple. I didn't get into too many situations where I had to check on valuation numbers, etc. So I'll probably do another one at some point. But that's going to do it for this one. I appreciate you watching. If you like it, click that like button. That's going to help my channel grow. So until next time, I will see you later. Take care. God bless.